For all the youth that have no future under this system. For this system, which since slavery to the new Jim Crow and the old Jim Crow, has said time and time again that it has no future for the youth. So stand with us, and it makes a difference. Think about this. Is the answer to this question going to come from the forum? Is it going to come from this system? Is it going to come from just walking by? Stand with us. For 30 seconds, stand with us. Think about it. Is the answer to the murder of youth, of black and Latino youth, every 40 hours by law enforcement, is the answer to that going to come from just walking by? No. The answer to that is going to come from standing up. People right now, more than ever, have to fight the power and transform the people for revolution. Because that's what's needed to put an end to this. It's not going to come from voting it in. We didn't get a vote on the old Jim Crow, and we damn sure don't get a vote on the new one. It's not going to come from. It's not going to come from a Department of Justice investigation, and a Department of Injustice investigation. So stand with us, because what is needed is not some God to change this. This is not part of God's plan. What is needed is you. What is needed, it is up to us to wake up and to shake off the ways that they have us thinking and going along with this system. Because they're trying to sell you the lie that there's nothing you can do about this. Well, brothers and sisters, I got a heavy dose of the truth for you. The only thing that has ever mattered is people standing up. Brother right here in the Miami Heat hat. You right here. Stand with us. Because that's the only thing that's ever mattered. The only reason Zimmerman was brought to prosecution in the first place was because millions shook the streets. You brothers right here in the collar shirts, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to y'all, yes, stand with us for 30 seconds. Stand with us for 30 minutes. Stand with us. Right here, take a picture with this poster. Because it matters if you do. And this system will have you go along and think that people just need to be calm and quiet. That now is a time for quiet reflection. Well, what does it mean to be calm with a system that creates a new Trayvon Martin every 40 hours? What does it mean to be calm with a system that has no future for the youth in Princeton and ghettos and barrios? You're the man right here, brother, in the blue and gray shirt. I'm talking to you here, man. Stand with us. Let us know what you think about this case. Damn, I know what you think about this case, but tell people what you think about this case. Brother right here in the black shirt, in the gray shirts, I'm talking to you. Stand with us. Stand with us for 30 seconds, because it makes a difference if you do. Let today be a new day, not the day where we just decided to keep going on with all the bullshit and excuses that this system has to offer. Because you knew that it was wrong what went down. You knew that when this verdict came down in this trial, you, along with tens of thousands of people, knew it was wrong. Sister right here in the Macy shirt, you knew that it was wrong. You knew that this was an outrage. And tens of thousands of people took the streets in response, saying no to this verdict that had been passed on not just Trayvon Martin and his killer, but that had been passed on all black and Latino youth. So just like that day, stand up and say no. Stand with us, because it matters if you do and say no. And this system would sell you the lie that there's nothing you can do about it. Now, just 1 week ago, people were out here calling for justice in the case of Trayvon Martin. And we were isolated. We were quarantined, cordoned off, harassed, and then attacked by these police that you see dotting the corners around. Why would this happen? Think about it, brothers and sisters. Do not just stand by. Do not just walk by. Things only change when millions of people and when people decide to make a stand. That's the only reason that gentleman was brought to justice in the first place. And now we're told to wait on a Department of Justice investigation from the same Department of Justice that keeps tens of thousands of people in the torturous conditions of solitary confinement. The same Department of Justice which oversees the new Jim Crow and its formation since Terry versus Ohio in 1967. The same Injustice Department that put Bradley Manning in jail for 100 years, let Zimmerman walk free, and arrested myself and this brother Noche. For what? For calling on people to stand with us, just like we're doing today. What do they mean to say in a case like that? They mean to keep you shut down. They mean to shut you up. Well, you have to say, no, this is wrong. Stand with us, brother in the blue shirt. Brothers in the blue shirt. I'm talking to y'all. I'm talking to y'all. Stand with us for 30 seconds. Stand with us for 30 minutes. Because what does it mean when the system is trying to shut you down? Think about this. The police are out here to shut us down. Last week, they came out here, brutalized and harassed us for telling the truth about Trayvon Martin and what happened. Why would they do a thing like that? To keep all of you quiet. To keep all of you quiet. To tell you and to sell you the lie that there ain't shit you can do about this. To let you know that they can murder black and Latino youth in this country every 2 days. But if you say anything about it, well, you gotta go to jail and your killers walk free. That's the message. So you have to say no right now for 30 seconds, for 30 minutes. You have to say no, because it matters if you do. Brother, right here in the polo shirt, I'm talking to you. You have to say no. Brother in the blue polo shirt, I'm talking to you. You have to say no against this, or else it will just continue. Look, people have been fighting back for decades, fighting back against all of this. There was a whole civil rights movement in the wake of Emmett Till. But what we need is not a new civil rights movement. We do not need to rope more power into the system. Think about it. From slavery to Jim Crow to the new Jim Crow. Is the answer going to come from inside of this system? Or is it going to come from getting rid of it? Brother, right here, I'm talking to you. You got to stand with us for 30 seconds. You got to. For Trayvon Martin and for all the youth who are murdered, harassed, and brutalized for police. You too, sister. Y'all gotta stand with us. You right here, brother. You gotta stand with us. I know you have stories of living under the new Jim Crow. I know you know what it's like. There are millions of stories in Harlem. Every time you walk down the street, brother right here in the bucket hat, I got one just like you. You gotta be with us. You gotta stand with us. It took millions out in the street demanding justice to continue to prosecute it in the first place. After this verdict came down, there were tens of thousands in the streets who acted on their convictions and said, no, this is outrageous. And righteously did so. Now, in this case, we are being told to do what? To go inside our homes, to wait for a Department of Injustice, to wait for a Department of Justice investigation. I misspoke, but I actually meant Department of Injustice. To wait for an investigation from the same damn department that oversees millions in prison and tens of thousands in solitary confinement, tens of thousands of immigrants being detained, that is vigorously prosecuting whistleblowers and anybody daring to speak up. The same Injustice Department, that's who we need an investigation from? There will be no justice from them. We don't need a new civil rights movement. You gotta join us, sister, for 30 seconds. Take some time out, join us for 30 seconds. Because it makes a difference if you do. Folks on the corner right here, think about this system. When this verdict came down and people saw in evidence the hoodie of Trayvon Martin singed with a bullet hole in the back, people saw down a rabbit hole of hundreds of years of oppression. From Dred Scott to Emmett Till to Trayvon Martin. Right now, all right, I'm still with us. People are standing with us right now, are standing up for justice for Trayvon Martin. Brother right here in the t-shirt that says, "They love the fearless." You gotta be fearless and stand with it. You gotta rock a t-shirt like that, and you gotta stand with it. Not just for Trayvon Martin, but for all the youth who have no future under this system. And I know if you're walking by in Harlem, you have millions of stories like this. You have millions of stories of living under the new Jim Crow. People have to hear this.
Families around the world.
People need to know what it's like to live under this. And people have to stand up. Because if the answer when it comes from within the system, let's be real. Is it going to come from that? How are you going to end this? How are you going to end the world that hasn't 2.5 days? Another Trayvon Martin was created. And yet again,
We all got friends.
that's the only
This community is like different places all over the world. I'm Russian. So like, it's for it to be like that, I don't understand racism. I know the definition of it, but like, how you just like dressed by color and everything. But how you dress, I can dress gangster too. I've seen that. Nobody got jumped.
Well, if you with us, come stand with us for 30 seconds, for 30 minutes, for 30 days. Never let the fire up. Because they would have you go inside your homes and let this just continue. They would have you go inside your homes and have you wait another 57 years for another goddamn minute test. No! We have to say no right now. Brother right here walking by, you gotta come with us. Whoa. PA system, you gotta stand with us.
You don't stand for nothing, you'll fall for anything.
You got it.